Live from the Civic Center in St. Paul, this is the 1989 Minnesota State High School Boys Basketball Tournament, the 77th edition of this great basketball event. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you all as we get ready for our semifinal action of Class AA here at the Civic Center in St. Paul. I am Perry Williams, and thank you for joining us. And no, winter has not left the Twin Cities area. We are hit again by snow, and yes, it is the boys basketball tournament. Let's update you now quickly on what transpired here yesterday in Class AA. We'll look at the scores and see what happened as Owatonna beat Eden Prairie in the first game, 46-37. Then perhaps the game of the day, Stillwater in overtime over Hibbing, 69-66. Last night here at the Civic Center, Minneapolis South coming up short against Robbinsdale Armstrong, and then St. Paul Central by 1, 76-75. That as well was a good contest. Now look at the bracket board, see the matchups for today. Owatonna against Stillwater, and then it'll be Robbinsdale Armstrong against St. Paul Central. In Class A, we'll look at the bracket. We have an Irishman and a Finn and a Scotsman standing by for you. Let's go to the Irishman, Jim Gilliland. Gilly?
I'm the Irishman, so I guess it's my turn to talk first. It's a great day to be a basketball fan in Minnesota. What with the Gophers advancing to the round of 32 and the semifinals of high school competition here today at the Civic Center. We'll start with Doug McLeod talking about our first matchup, Owatonna and Stillwater, two teams who gave great efforts yesterday.
I'll tell you, they did. Stillwater had a close call. Owatonna made a lot of believers, people who had not seen the Indians before. Stillwater has a good ball club. A couple of keys to the game, or a couple of players who are going to loom very big for these two teams. For the Stillwater Ponies, Darren Danielson got all 5 of their points in overtime. He's a big one. Chad Colander, an excellent clutch performer for Owatonna.
All right, now, Janet, that second game, we've got some great guard play. If everything goes as it should, Jason Johnson and Gerard Hughes, Armstrong and Central.
I think we're going to have a great matchup, Jimmy. We have St. Paul Central with Gerard Hughes, a 30-point scorer from yesterday, matching up against another 30-point scorer from Robbinsdale Armstrong, Jason Johnson. Both are guards, both are very explosive scorers, and should be exciting players to watch.
We've had a lot of offensive fireworks through the first round of the tournament. We're looking for more today. Perry?
Well, there were a couple of games already played here. First of all, in consolation, let's go to those scores now in the Class A consolation bracket as Pipestone beat Crosby Irons, and the score there was 63-59. The Rush City by 1, 64-63. And then Eden Prairie over Hibbing, 74-65. Minneapolis South playing Rocori Cold Spring. We understand South has won that game. No score in as yet. We'll start it off. Coming up next from the St. Paul Civic Center.
Semi-final round of the Class AA Boys Basketball Tournament. Let's go now to PA announcer Dick Stanford and meet the Owatonna Indians and Stillwater Ponies starting lineup.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Class AA semifinals of the 1989 Minnesota State Boys Basketball Tournament. Our game matches the champions of Region 1AA, the Owatonna Indians, and the champions of Region 2, the Stillwater Ponies. And now, here are your starting lineups. At forward for Owatonna, 6'5" senior, number 30, Matt Holland. At forward for Stillwater, 6'4" senior, number 44, Darren Danielson. At forward for the Indians, 6'5" senior, number 54, Mike Neal. At forward for the Ponies, 6' senior, number 42, Jason Rutger. At center for Owatonna, 6'8" junior, number 52, Chad Colander. At center for Stillwater, 6'3" senior, number 50, Scott Koenig. At guard for the Indians, 6' sophomore, number 20, Mark Randall. At guard for the Ponies, 6' junior, number 10, Steve Mersch. At guard for Owatonna, 6'2" senior, number 32, Mike Iserman. At guard for Stillwater, 5'11" senior, number 20, Tom Thompson. The head coach of the Indians in his 4th year in Owatonna, Len Olson. The head coach of the Ponies in his 17th year as head coach, Dwayne Muchler. Ladies and gentlemen, your officials for this semifinal, Harry Kitts and Ken Bauman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand and honor America as the Stillwater High School Band, under the direction of Wayne Feller, leads us in the singing of our national anthem.
AA Semifinals swing into action this afternoon here on Receptive Channel 9. Glad to have you aboard as we kick off another big day of March Madness basketball with another dose of our spring basketball tournament blizzard, among other things. Keys to the game, as I mentioned at the top. Darren Danielson on the left of your screen. 22 points against Civic yesterday, and all 5 of Stillwater's points in overtime. And on the right, to your starter and all Big Nine center, Chad Colander for Owatonna. 15 points and 17 rebounds against Eden Prairie.
Some other names that are important. Matt Holland, of course, the captain and leading scorer for Owatonna, a 6'5" senior. There's number 30 in the gray uniform, and Scott Koenig, who wears number 50 in red, is the other hot offensive player for the Ponies, but there are other key matchups that will develop.
Mike Iserman lays it in underneath, and the first foul of the game is called inside, and it'll be on Scott Koenig, the 6'3" senior forward of the Stillwater Ponies.
Anytime you can make penetrating passes into the paint area, you can really force the defense to collapse and cause a lot of problems. Good ball movement by Owatonna early.
Matt Holland puts it in, and the Owatonna Indians get the first point out of the ball game.
Holland just 3 for 8 shooting yesterday, and for Owatonna to be successful, he'd like to get off to a better start, and he has done that.
Tom Thompson, as we mentioned yesterday, a lot of Pony football players on this team. Tom Thompson is their quarterback. Here's their lineman, Darren Danielson, off the iron. And it's pulled clear by Mike Iserman.
Colander got his first rebound. He had 17 yesterday. We'll keep track of that stat today. He was a very impressive-looking junior.
Needless to say, that led both teams. Tom Thompson brings the Stillwater Ponies back down. He and Mike Mersch work the points. On the right side, Danielson slides it in for Koenig. Deep left baseline, Rutger off the rim. Underneath it comes to Matt Holland of Owatonna.
Ken Colander did not get a piece of that ball, but he forced that shot way up over where Jason Rutger wanted it. That dueling 20s out there is going to be important, too. Mark Randall, a sophomore, under the quick pressure of Tommy Thompson.
Dan Colander, left wing to Holland, and he nails that one, and Owatonna's Indians up to a 4-point lead. Early moments of the first AA semifinal today, the Owatonna Indians and the Stillwater Ponies.
Danielson kind of roamed free yesterday in the middle. Hibbing didn't have anybody in there to match up with him size-wise, at least in width, because he's a big fella. Today they recognize that they're not going to be able to do business down low with Colander and Holland, and Danielson is capable of shooting outside, so is Koenig, and you've seen them each take 2 attempts early. Here's Colander up in high post, finding Holland down along the baseline for that jumper a moment ago, and now Stillwater back to the attack looking for their first point.
Looking at the defense played by Owatonna, they look at the 6'8" Chad Colander and 2 6'5s with Holland and Mill. That height has really poses a problem for almost anything that they match up against.
Koenig nails it. He had 6 of his 12 points in the fourth quarter against Civic yesterday, and 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, Owatonna by a pair in the early going.
We saw yesterday that Owatonna is not afraid at all to have Colander receive passes and advance the ball. They're confident that he can handle any bigger man guarding him and help him bring the ball up the floor.
Iserman watched by Mersch. Here's Matt Holland up high for Randall. Holland and Randall working around. Thompson, number 20, steps in. In they go underneath and in for Mike Mill on a well-thought-out play and a foul inside.
Not sure if the foul is on Koenig or Rutger. It's on Rutger.
There you see Mark Randall penetrating in with a nice pass.
Mill, a nice complimentary player, 6'5" senior. He's not the guy they look to like Holland or Colander, but very effective. All-conference Big 9 honorable mention.
6'2" Owatonna. And here's Tom Thompson, the senior guard, with his partner Steve Mert. Danielson, right side, Rutger in the middle, up and off, no, Rutger almost got his own rebound, it goes to Mersch in the corner, off the foot, and Stillwater maintains possession.
I think a key matchup to watch here is Darren Danielson matching up against the 6'8" Chad Colander. Darren Danielson at 6'4", certainly is going to have to take it to the basket strong and maybe use some fakes, but he had a big day yesterday, 31 points. We'll see if he can do that again today.
Nicely designed inbounds play. It didn't pay off that time. They go high and then deep on the line to their big man. Playing it in from underneath and coming to the bucket. Randall is fouled on the way in.
No basket.
Before he got the shot away.
Randall showed a lot of spunk yesterday for a 10th grader. He made some bad decisions taking it into traffic, but he came out a winner on a lot of those attempts too. He seems to thread through there and find the frontline players quite frequently.
Tim Janke, number 54 in the Stillwater lineup now from long range. Iserman rolls off. Here's Colander. Yes.
Unsung hero Mike Mill keeping that ball alive. And on the other end, watching Mill, he is the one who's matching up with Danielson. He's guarding Danielson, as he did Greg Kesty yesterday. So they've got a lot of confidence in Mill's defensive ability.
Scott Koenig for the Stillwater Ponies. Here's Janke on the right wing for Danielson. Spins, fires, no. Underneath Mersch, up and yes. 4:27 to go in the first quarter. It is 8-4 Owatonna.
Once again, double team Randall. They lob it to Colander, and they don't have any problem breaking the press.
Owatonna will get it again. Take a look at Mike Iserman, 6'2" senior guard. Steve Mersch, point guard of the Ponies. Mike Mill inbounds. Here's Iserman. Short. Underneath the rebound comes to Darren Danielson of Stillwater, and Mersch brings the Ponies down. Flips it, deep left baseline. Koenig pumps. Nothing there. Spins it out. Thompson to the paint. Bounce pass right. Here comes Danielson off the rim, but no. Rebound underneath for Colander, and back come the Indians. Holland driving the layup. Matt Holland.
Really impressive his mind on that play. He sort of moved toward the middle and then just took it strong to the basket against a much shorter Thompson and laid it in. Good defense, good team defense. Danielson beat Mill on that play, but Colander came over to help out, and he gets another rebound.
Mike Iserman for Owatonna, and now Mark Randall. A sophomore working that important point guard position. It's his first year as a varsity player. Mill, deep left, shut down by Danielson. A leaper up and off from Holland. Rebound loose. Saved in bounds. Here's Colander. Holland for the Owatonna Indians. Sure-handed ball handling for the Indians. That was what happened yesterday, but sure as I said it, they turn it over. Goes without saying. Mersch down for Stillwater. Underneath and off. Holland went in.
Got a good piece of him there. Holland, a football player, like so many of the Stillwater players. We'll see Mersch taking it baseline as he sneaks by his, and Holland comes over, and it'll be 2 shots for Mersch.
Jason Rutger coming back in for the Stillwater Ponies for Tim Janke. Steve Mersch at the free throw line for the Ponies, who trail by 6 with 3 minutes exactly to go in the first quarter.
Well, Stillwater got off to a slow start yesterday, falling behind 6-0 to Hibbing, and came back, and now they're faced with that same task here against Owatonna.
Tom Thompson was back over at the bench, talking to Coach Wayne Muchler, and now in the The lineup for the Owatonna Indians will be number 50, Mike Broik. They exchange big men. Broik at 6'7", and he's in for Mike Mill at 6'5". At the line, Murph. To both. But underneath for the rebound, Koenig was blocked coming in by Colander, and the foul is on Chad Colander.
Well, Colander has shown through the first game and a quarter now that he's not going to let anybody put that shot contested. He's been very effective at timing those leaps and getting blocked. He had 4 blocks yesterday to go with his 17 rebounds, and that time he got a piece of Koenig.
Nice job by Koenig, though, to give a head fake, realizing that he was matched up against a much taller player to draw the foul.
Scott Koenig with his 3rd point of the young ball game. 3 team fouls on Stillwater, 2 on Owatonna is the team foul situation. Koenig didn't quite get it, but underneath it goes for Danielson, out of bounds, Stillwater. And there's a break in the action with 2:54 left in the first quarter. It's the Owatonna Indians 10 and the Stillwater Ponies 5. Of this game, permitted without the express written consent of the Minnesota State High School League and KMSP TV. Welcome back to the St. Paul Civic Center. 2:54 to go in the first quarter. AA semifinal action. It is Stillwater 10. I'm sorry, it's Owatonna 10 and Stillwater 5. There are only 8 more games to go. Stillwater Ponies with the basketball. Tom Thompson waiting patiently. Koenig, right side, leaping Danielson. No, the rebound right to the hands of Mike Iserman of Owatonna.
We've heard a lot about Tom Thompson's 3-point prowess, but yesterday he just 1 for 2 from the field, and he's having trouble getting an open shot today, too. He's got to contribute to free up Koenig and Danielson for the Ponies.
Randall slams it court wide. Holland across the top. The rebound to Steve Marsh of Stillwater. Marsh brings the Ponies back down, bounces it in. Koenig, high post, twisting, firing, no, tip underneath, no. Danielson couldn't get it. On the right side, kept alive. Rutger, now the long one from Marsh, but nothing there. Close but no cigar for the Stillwater Ponies. And out comes Owatonna. Iserman. Here's Matt Holland on the left wing, watched by Koenig. In the middle, Colander. They spin it right. Iserman off the rim. And Tom Thompson pulls it back to the Stillwater Ponies. Right baseline, Danielson up. No, tipped away as he went up by Colander. That's Chad Colander.
Well, the number of blocks early in the game so far have got to be playing with the minds of the Stillwater players. It starts to intimidate you every time you put a shot up and see it blast away before your very eyes.
Randall went all the way in and ran a foul of Steve Marsh, and the foul is on Marsh of Stillwater.
Yeah, like Randall, when things aren't going well on offense, and Owatonna has been struggling a little in their half-court offense, he gets down there and makes something happen, either with a pass or a drive. He goes to the line here.
Owatonna's been executing very well, though. A few of their last times down, they haven't got the ball to drop, but they've moved the ball well, and they're executing in their half-court offense. Len Olson's got to be pleased with what he sees. He just wishes they would convert a little bit more.
Mike Mill, number 54, playing it in for Owatonna. Blake is back on the bench now. Mill just came back in. Here's Iserman. The right baseline, Mill, and he got that popped as he went up by Darren Danielson, who had his hand up before the ball came down.
And another part of Colander's game is you have to like. He sees his court well, knows that Mill is free on the baseline, gets him the ball, and 2-shot foul.
At the free throw line, Mike Mill for the Owatonna Indians as Len Olson looks on from the bench.
Mike Mill, as a senior, plans to go to the University of Minnesota Duluth next year to major in engineering.
Of course, their basketball team is right back in the thick of things in the playoffs again this year. In and out, tip. And right to the waiting arms of Darren Danielson of the Stillwater Ponies. Tom Thompson brings the Ponies back down. Deep right baseline, Danielson wheels, deals, yes. 11-7 Owatonna, 1 minute to go in the first quarter.
If there's one thing we know about Danielson from watching yesterday's game, he will keep coming. He was just relentless yesterday at the field.
Here's Murph to the bucket, it is.
Randall got in trouble there, trying to beat the double team with the dribble.
Good effort here by Stillwater to change the momentum. They're within 2.
Heavy pressure in the backcourt put on by the Stillwater Ponies. As Colander had trouble wrestling his way out of it, Randall turns through Thompson, drives in, deep underneath, lays it up. Yes, Matt Holland.
Randall is just a hair trigger away from a bad play or a great play. Every time he's got the ball, that time the great play won out as he beat the double team with the dribble.
And isn't that so often the case? Here is Jason Rutger up high for Thompson, and the Ponies will take a look around here with the clock running down. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Darren Danielson going for the last shot. Mersch in the corner to the baseline. Rutger out of bounds. Stillwater's ball. Matt Holland. He and Mike Nill are tennis doubles partners and successful at it for the Owatonna Indians. Multi-sport athletes, of course, so often involved. Danielson for three, falls short, and that's the end of the first quarter of our AA semifinal opener today. With a score at the end of 1, the Owatonna Indians 13 and the Stillwater Ponies 9, and we'll be right back to the Civic.
And now Stillwater comes out and can get just 9.
Mike Iserman to play it in for the Owatonna Indians. High to Chad Colander, and we're underway with the second quarter. A 4-point lead for Owatonna at the moment. Randall. Thompson right on him, step for step, out of bounds, and it'll go to Stillwater. I'm sorry, it'll go to Owatonna.
Nill is the trigger man. See if they try to bring Colander down the lane.
And bounce pass to Hollins. Once, up, oh, and in and out. Scott Koenig flies off with the rebound for Stillwater, and Tom Thompson will bring the Ponies down into the attack. Watched by Randall. Mersch on the point. Danielson pumps inside Koenig. Nothing there. Thompson leaps and fires in and out.
Well, they got Danielson, looks like, over the back. Going aggressively toward the offensive boards.
I don't think Danielson was too sure there for a minute whether he was the fouler or the foulee.
There's a look at Len Olson, fourth-year coach at Owatonna. Before that, an assistant to Jim Hastings at Duluth Central. Hastings was here rooting on Owatonna yesterday. He gave his friend a big hug after the ball game when Owatonna defeated Eden Prairie.
1-on-1 situation as Stillwater's been in the 5-team foul mark for a little bit here, and Chad Colander nails the first one. He has 3 points now on the day. Matt Holland ran up 8 of them in the first quarter for Owatonna to lead all scorers early in the game. And Colander nails a pair. 7:17 left in the first half, just underway with the second quarter from the AA boys basketball semifinal opener at the St. Paul Civic Center. On with Janet Carmen and Jim Gilliland. This is Doug McLeod. Glad to have you with us.
That well tossed away by Stillwater. So Owatonna with its biggest lead and a chance to get bigger.
Stillwater going to full court pressure early in this game. Randall into a wall. And the foul coming in on Tom Thompson.
Randall had him beat. Thompson tagging him from behind there, and Randall goes to the line.
That's Thompson's second personal.
Wayne Musler takes a gander at that scoreboard, doesn't like what he sees. His team having trouble offensively.
Mark Randall shooting 1-on-1 for the Owatonna Indians. We'll get a bonus. In the game now for Stillwater, number 34, Jim Grotehouse. 6-foot senior guard is in for Mersch.
One problem that Owatonna has potential to develop is that they're not a real deep team. They don't go beyond 7 players, really. And if they got in foul trouble, it might be tough for them, but they've committed just 2 fouls so far in the game.
Jason Rutger coming up with the steal there for Stillwater.
Underneath, Danielson, fall away, up and off, and a flying rebound by Owatonna's Mike Iserman. Randall walks it slowly down now for the Owatonna Indians, eyeballed by Tom Thompson.
Tom Thompson has a difficult assignment in guarding Randall. Randall is so quick and moves so well with and without the basketball.
Iserman out of the right corner for Matt Holland. Cross-court pass. Randall loops and nails it. Mark Randall.
Thompson lost track of his man, sagged way into the lane and was not able to recover and get out there to contest the shot.
Just as you mentioned,
Owatonna's a tough team to guard because they're trying to double down and stop Holland and Colander down low, and those guards, one of them is getting an open shot if they're patient on offense.
Mark Randall for the Owatonna Indians, now 22-1, the Region 1 AA champs. Randall, the sophomore, Holland left wing. Driving on Koenig. Backs him into the corner. Almost a popped up ball, and now out of bounds, and it will go the other way. And there's a break in the action with 5:39 left in the first half. The opening.
Here on offense, a skip pass over to Randall. As you see the four players very tight on the strong side, concentrating on blocking Colander's path to the pass, and Randall was open and popped it in.
5.5 exactly to go in the first half. AA semifinal at the Civic Center. Here's Darren Danielson for Stillwater, now for Grotehouse. Koenig. Deep right baseline. Danielson has to back off. Double team deep in the hole. Out front to Koenig. In the corner, Jason Rutger. One bounce. Leaps in off the rim. Scramble in the corner. Grotehouse threw it back in blindly. And fortunately, it was all right as he ran into the press table coming down.
That's nothing in Stillwater. There are about 9 football players there.
Practice a crackback block underneath there. Here's Colander up and through. I mentioned yesterday, Dwayne Munchler calls it his old hard hat team. It's a bunch of guys that come to work every day. Of course, we have one of the state's great football programs there.
Look down low to see what crowd Danielson is in. He has to keep moving, but every time he even gets close to getting the basketball, he has at least 2 and sometimes 3 people right in his immediate area.
Tom Thompson for the Stillwater Ponies. Rutger in the corner. Spins it in for Koenig.
Koenig's the man who has to come outside because Colander's guarding him.
Almost dragged that foot. Now Grotehouse lays it in for the Ponies. And that narrows the margin to 9 again, 20-11. Owatonna leading with 4:13 left in the first half. Yesterday, it's Owatonna's first trip to the state tournament since 1924. We had that nice picture. Hope you saw it yesterday from the 2014. Now baseline left it in for Chad Colander of Owatonna.
There's 2 great passes down low to Colander where there's no room for anybody between him and the basket. They've dumped it down in there on consecutive plays, and he'll convert those.
Long ranger, and 3 points for Darren Danielson.
Much needed basket for Stillwater, bringing them within 8, 22-14.
Danielson with the good eye and shot past the 1,000 career point mark earlier this season. Back come the Owatonna Indians. Mark Randall is there. Good contingent from Stillwater here. Quite a few Owatonna fans made it. Understand a few could not because of the weather. Deep left baseline. Colander's got it.
Owatonna just getting the ball inside so easily, and it really is going to. The Stillwater guards are going to have to start putting more pressure on the basketball because the passes are just uncontested.
This is Darren Danielson, top of the circle, high post off balance, and he got it in.
Oh, nice move.
Whoa.
Said before, Danielson is very impressive with his stamina and his commitment and his drive. He has popped in the last 2 to keep Stillwater in it.
Really uses that body well, often, and smartly. All-state lineman for the Pony football team, and the Ponies are going to get underneath. And there's a break in the action with 2:43 left in the first half. 24-16. It's Owatonna by 8.
Today, Randall comes over. Yeah, Randall sneaks the hip in there. Did they call a foul on Randall or Holland?
They didn't call a foul at all. No call on the play. They gave him 2 points.
Oh, just gave him 2.
And that was it.
That was it.
No harm, no foul.
No blood, no foul. Stillwater plays it in.
We saw some bloodshed, literally, in the girls' tournament this year. It was a very well-played tournament, but it was a lot of aggressive basketball players.
It was a rough and tumble bunch in the girls' tournament field this year, I'll tell you. Grotehouse, yes, from free throw range.
Basket number 34, Jim Grotehouse.
Pressure deep as Matt Holland tries to get out of the backcourt for Owatonna.
A nice surge for Stillwater here. They've doubled their point total in about the last 2 minutes from 9 to 18 to get themselves back in it.
Now a 6-point margin. Owatonna still in the saddle as Mark Randall works the Owatonna offense up high for Iserman. Randall. Waiting to get something to the corner. Now Mill is there. Randall up high for Owatonna. Holland Iserman to the corner for Nil.
Stillwater's got to keep their hands up on defense and keep moving. Stay in the passing lanes.
Round they go. Picked off. Steve Marsh with his hands up, pulled the ball down, and out comes Tom Thompson of the Ponies.
That was good team defense by Stillwater. They were able to shut off the pass to Colander as Danielson misses without giving up the open outside jumper.
Got to kind of play halfway in between and be able to do both.
Iserman shovels to Randall, out to the left wing for Holland. In the middle, low post to Nil. Couldn't get in.
Good job.
And driving through a crowd comes Thompson. 3-on-1. In for Koenig. Got it.
Only a football player could have made that move Thompson did. It was like trying to avoid a tackle.
When you're a quarterback and you're 6 foot tall in a league full of big bruisers, you know how to get out of trouble in a hurry. 5'11" in Thompson's case. I actually gave him an inch. Sorry, Tom. Iserman in the corner for Owatonna now. The Indians with the ball, leading now by only 4 with 35 seconds left in the first half. Iserman up high for Randall. Underneath, Colander off the top of the Koenig with a rebound and traveled as he came down.
He bumped into Thompson. Thompson's happy because they're playing good defense now. They've shut down Owatonna the last couple of times. Colander made a smart move there to shield the defender off the ball, but he got in too far underneath and blew the layup.
You can just tell a lot of pressure has been released in the Stillwater players' face. They seem to be much more at ease. I think they're just, as you said, Jimmy, pleased that they've been playing real well and they're back in this ballgame.
Now the Ponies bring it back. Jenke turned it down. Here is Jim Grotehouse on the right side and knocked out of bounds by Matt Holland into his own bench.
Stillwater wants one shot.
18 seconds left in the first half. Ponies trail by 4. In for Grotehouse, to the lane. Jenke. That is Tim Jenke to the wing for Koenig. Look at the block by Jason Rector. You see it in the lower right of your screen. Mersch leaps off the rim. No, underneath. Jenke couldn't go. And as it's picked up by Mark Randall of Owatonna, time expires. That is the end of the first half. With the score, the Owatonna Indians 24 and the Stillwater Ponies 20, and we'll return to the 1989 boys basketball tournament following station identification.
Lead, the Ponies came back to close it somewhat to that 4-point margin. The Stillwater Ponies making their 11th visit to the state tournament. They won it all in 1914. Only the second trip for Owatonna. A long way for the Indians. Last time they were here was 1924. So interesting contrasts between these two clubs as we get ready for second half action of Class AA Semifinals 1989 here at the St. Paul Civic Center. We'll return for the second half after station identification.
Paul Civic Center, the Owatonna Indians leading the Stillwater Ponies 24-20 at halftime.
Taking a look at the halftime stats, surprising that Stillwater has taken 11 more shot attempts, not shooting, as you see, quite as well as Owatonna. Owatonna has been led by Chad Colander, 4 for 5 from the field for 10 points thus far with 2 free throws.
The field goal shooting is a little deceiving because Stillwater has so many more shots, and where they're getting them I don't know, because Owatonna's out rebounding them, and the turnovers, while it's 2-1, there is not that big a discrepancy, but Stillwater, as we saw yesterday, very persistent club. They come hard, and they're back in it. They were down 20-9. We were a little bit iffy on whether they could hang in there, but they did, and they're back even.
And here we go with the second half coming up, and the Owatonna Indians leading by 4. We'll be right back. As you take a look at part of the Owatonna Indians pep band, we are ready to go with the second half of the AA semifinal opener at the St. Paul Civic Center. The Owatonna Indians leading the Stillwater Ponies by a score of 24-20. Later on this afternoon, the other AA semi, Armstrong and St. Paul Central, should be a dandy tonight. In the Class A semis, Warren and Rushford at 7 o'clock, followed by Russell, Tyler, Ruthven, and Staples Motley. And we're ready to go.
You don't hear many cheers led by the bass player and the saxophone player. That's kind of a different feel. Owatonna.
Saw yesterday the Pony Band has the Hawaiian motif. Now they have a sign, Ponies Go Hawaiian. Tim was telling you how Dwayne Muchler had to cancel his Hawaiian trip at the last minute because his team got to state.
There's Thompson with a good look at the basket, finally from outside. Boy, if he starts hitting, this game could spin toward the red in a hurry.
And all of a sudden, it's a one-point game in the first 20 seconds of the third quarter. Owatonna in the gray and blue. Randall to the corner for Mike Mill. Around the horn, Iserman. Deep right baseline. Holland. Iserman from three. Off good, but the rebound tip is in by Mill.
Danielson shoved Colander into the next county. I mean, a clean blackout bodied him out of there, but Mill sneaks in to tip it in.
First shot by for Stillwater. Darren Danielson, number 44. Koenig to the post. Rattled as he turned.
It's really surprising that Stillwater is staying with Owatonna. I think everyone expected Owatonna to really come in and be able to get things rolling. Owatonna only one loss in the season, their very first game against Austin. But Stillwater losing 7 games during the course of the season. Though a very, very competitive team, as you can see.
Something that's hurting Owatonna is Iserman's lack of production here today. He's a double figures average man and has not scored yet.
Owatonna comes into this game on a 22-game winning streak. After that, Dennis said, first game loss of the year. Hooked up by Holland, couldn't get it. Underneath for the rebound, right along the end line, and it wouldn't go out. And so both teams reaching for it, and it'll go underneath to the Indians.
Good hustle by Mike Mill there to knock it off Darren Danielson. Owatonna's ball.
Barry Kitts and Ken Bauman, the referees in this opening game today. Colander for the Owatonna Indians. In the middle and hard to Iserman. Baseline left, underneath on the deck. It's out and Owatonna.
Glenn Olson is up off the Owatonna bench saying, hey, put it up when you get that good a shot. Don't try to thread it through there. And Iserman probably a little bit hesitant because his shot hasn't been falling.
Mike Mill for Randall inside. Leaping. Matt Holland gets the bucket. And the Owatonna Indians pull out to 5. 28-23 with 6:07 to go in the third quarter. Thompson on the left side for Jason Rutger for Stillwater. Here's Koenig. Wayne Danielson for 3 off the iron, and it comes from Mike Iserman of Owatonna. Thompson got it away, the 220s, and Randall backs it from Thompson.
Oh, what a defensive effort by Randall. Wow.
Iserman pulls it back for the Indians for Matt Holland. Randall and Thompson. Now in the middle, Randall. Out of bounds, Stillwater.
Great thing for a sophomore to have learned already is to not hang your head when the ball's stolen. He raced back in, stumped the shot, and then kept the ball alive till the teammate could get it.
5:32 to go in the third quarter. It's 28-23 Owatonna. We'll be back. The battle of the 20s here. Randall and Thompson. Here we go again. Now Mersch comes back for the Stillwater Ponies. Blocked at the high post. In for Danielson. Baseline right. Got it.
Basket, number 44, Darren Danielson.
28-25 Owatonna. 4:49 to play in the third quarter. And the whistle coming out of the back.
Wayne Munster's up saying, nice trap, but don't reach.
Yep,
Just
take it easy a little
hold your
bit.
hands up.
That was a foul on Steve Mersch, but Tom Thompson has just done a fine job on that.
He's quick.
You know, just putting defensive pressure. And if you're a point guard bringing the ball up, it really gets tiring having to battle such a player. There's Mersch.
See where he'd make that Stillwater option. Very tough football. Danielson.
Number 12, Scott Armstrong on the right of your screen now has the ball in the lineup for the Owatonna Indians. Played a couple of minutes in yesterday's quarterfinal game. Iserman watched by Thompson on the left side. Right to the lane and turned right back by Tom Thompson of the Stillwater Ponies.
Well, the old tight end may have gotten away with one on that one, knocking Colander down.
Jason Rutger up high for Stillwater. Danielson, fingertipper, low post pump, Koenig, no. On the left baseline, dragged down by Iserman. And here is Scott Armstrong, the 5'8 junior guard of the Owatonna Indians. Almost too high, but Matt Holland is 6'5", and it's got to be pretty high to get away from him. Armstrong, left side, Bill, deep left baseline. Holland double teamed over the top, almost put it up for grabs, and kept alive by Mill.
And Stillwater works hard.
Holland on the left wing now for Owatonna. On the horn to the right side, Mike Iserman. Right in front of the bench, Armstrong on the point. Back and forth, watched by Thompson. Here's Iserman on the wing. In for Holland. Deep right baseline they go. Up and in for Chad Colander, the all-big nine honorable mention conference center.
Colander had to pick himself off the floor again to get up and get position to score. He was looking for a little help from the referee, didn't get it.
Here's Scott Koenig who pops for one for the Stillwater Ponies. And it's a three-point game again. 30-27 Owatonna with 3:17 left in the third quarter. Boys AA basketball semifinals. The St. Paul Civic Center, 3 more games to come today. Wheeling through a crowd, Iserman. Armstrong for Owatonna. Here's Holland on the left wing. Watched by Koenig in the middle. High post Colander pumps. One up, in.
They call him Mr. Everything. Well, you know why. Nice touch.
If he makes that 15-footer consistently, Division I school will be looking at him next year, just a junior.
Scott Koenig pops another one. At least they got target practice from there the last couple of trips down the court.
Of course, he's going to have to learn to play defense a little further from the basket, too, and Koenig now has made 2 straight over him.
Mike Iserman in the corner for nil for Owatonna. This is Scott Armstrong on the left side to Holland. Holland, Koenig right there watching the ball. Armstrong around for Iserman on the right wing.
Good movement by Owatonna. You can see the posting up down low, and someone's always filling the high post and low post areas. You can see them coming to the ball there.
Armstrong as Holland pulls across court to the left side, slams it right, leaping Iserman, three-pointer off the rim.
Well, Iserman has been left open a couple of occasions until he shows he can hurt them. And they do well just to give him a little more room there.
Three-pointer off the rim now for Tom Thompson of Stillwater. Scott Armstrong for Owatonna. Back and forth we go. Time remaining in the third quarter. Here's Still, left side, went in, almost shuffled. Colander high for Iserman. There's Iserman. Didn't get it, and Koenig drags off the rebound.
He hit a few three-pointers yesterday, but just hasn't found the mark today.
Recker down the right corner for the Stillwater Ponies. On the right wing for Koenig. No, rebound. First blocked by Colander. Just about took out part of the Stillwater bench on his way over. He did knock down the retaining rail. And Chad Colander signs in with 1:11 to go on the third quarter. A break in the action. The Owatonna Indians 32, the Stillwater Ponies 29. Our Stars travel to Madison Square Garden. Chico Resch and I will be there for the Stars and the New York Rangers. And the Stars really demolished the Chicago Blackhawks. So a big game coming up against the New York Rangers. Last time we were there, of course, the Stars pulled off a very big win, and that trade looks bigger and better all the time. Couple of trades that Jack and the crew pulled off. So to be with us for North Stars Hockey on 9. Here's Stillwater Scott Koenig with the basketball. Darren Danielson high, in for Thompson, top of the circle. First guarded by Iserman, deep right baseline. Danielson's hooker, no, and a foul on Chad Colander of Owatonna. That is the first team foul of this half.
Danielson in the crowd took a little jump hook.
It's a great matchup down there with Danielson trying to guard Colander on the other end. I mean, not trying, he's doing a great job. He's really working hard. He gives away 4 inches in that matchup. He has such a big body that he's able to gain great position a lot of times. And he's now in double figures.
Darren Danielson for the Stillwater Ponies.
Darren Danielson, an excellent student, too. Excuse me, he's 3.9 student, as are about half a dozen of his teammates.
And the Ponies pull to 1, 32-31, last minute of the third quarter. Tossed away, and Stillwater gets it on a big turnover late in the third. Tom Thompson walks the Stillwater Ponies down and sets their offense. Mersch down camp deep at the right side of your screen. You see number 10. Now they work. Good movement, a pass and move, pass and move. And Koenig gets inside.
One-point game. Stillwater in front.
Now Stillwater's first lead in quite a while. And a foul coming back with 13 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, Koenig has done a great job of contributing on the offensive end, getting a little bit over-anxious, perhaps. Committing the foul. And there is Glenn Olson. Glenn assisted Jim Hastings at Duluth Central for 9 years and made 2 state tournament appearances in the late 70s with the great Greg Downing and their crew.
I said it was Stillwater's first lead in a while. First lead since yesterday, as a matter of fact. That one sails behind the backboard, and Stillwater's in the saddle for the first time today. 33-32 at the end of the third quarter. We'll be right back with them.
They're ahead by 1 going into the fourth quarter. They had just 9 points in the first quarter. They fell behind 20-9 in the second quarter. Scrapped to within 4 at the half. And the third quarter belonged to them. They outscored the Ponies, or rather the Owatonna Indians, in that quarter 13-8.
Here's Matt Holland now for Owatonna. Iserman up high. Fourth quarter underway. Holland goes deep right, leaps at Kansas.
Well, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Glenn Olson got on Holland a little bit. After the third quarter, he was pretty silent in that third quarter.
Danielson across for Stillwater, and the Ponies take the lead right back again. 35-34 in the first half minute of the fourth quarter. Owatonna's Matt Holland. Get 3/4 of the way. Popped away from Colander for a moment. Now Mark Randall.
Randall back in the game at the start of the quarter.
Iserman.
Got to give it to him.
Trying to play it in, and the foul on Darren Danielson of Stillwater, and that's his third foul.
Danielson said to his teams, hey, you got to help. And he thought that pass was too easy to Colander, and that time it was.
He was standing directly behind Colander also. You may want to do a little bit of 3/4ing, but once you start reaching around a player, you're going to get in trouble.
There he's got the sag help from Thompson. Iserman still can't get the range.
Decided he may as well go for it, but couldn't nail it. Now Merce back for Stillwater. Here's Tom Thompson, and again, deliberately setting the offense. Just over a minute gone in the fourth quarter, and Stillwater leading by a point, 35-34. Roadhouse up high for the Ponies. On the right side for Merce.
Stillwater in a flex offense, in which players are running off series of screens and series of picks, and those are the shots that they get, either a layup or one at the elbow of the free throw lane. Nice and done.
Steve Merce has put it underneath. 37-34, biggest lead Stillwater has enjoyed, and a blocking foul coming down on Koenig, I believe.
Well, Stillwater feeling it now. They've got command, and they're getting more and more aggressive on defense. Koenig crowding a little bit too much on that play. Fourth team foul, though, just a pass. There's Koenig, kind of slips out of his hands, but Mersch is in the right spot, gets it up over Nill and down.
Ebert puts it in now for Owatonna. High for Holland. This is Randall. 22, Mike Ebert, 6'1" senior guard. Here's Holland from the free throw line.
He is just a nice looking jump shot. Puts tremendous arch on the basketball. He's a threat.
Tom Thompson for Merck. Stillwater with the ball. And now a 1-point lead. Long range spinning in and out for Jim Grotehouse. And Owatonna's Indians come back. Randall and Ebert bring him down. Holland on the right wing. Cross-court pass. Nill pumped in the middle. Colander couldn't go. Steve Mersch now for Stillwater. Eyed the bucket. Danielson with a move. Here's Grotehouse. Koenig on the line. Got it. 5:12 to go. 39-36, Stillwater by 3. Chad Colander for Owatonna. The Indians, the third lowest scoring team in this year's AA field. They average about 62 points a game. Mark Randall from the high post got that one.
Stillwater bench is very hot. They want it traveling on Randall there.
Ponies with the ball. Thompson on the right side. Top of the circle, Merck. Bunch goes up the middle. Yes.
Steve Merce, the only junior on the starting lineup, averages 6 a game, but those two are very big.
Randall and Holland with the ball now for Owatonna. Here's Mark Randall. Matt Holland taking a look. In and out of the corner. Cross court for Randall. Away from Ebert and out of bounds.
Len Olson wants a timeout.
Apparently a timeout. Yeah, Len Olson of Owatonna calls time with 4:06 to go. It is Stillwater 41 and the Owatonna Indians 38. We'll present our player of the game. Brought to you by the Minnesota Dairy Promotion Council, American Dairy Association. 3-point spread right now with 4:06 to go. That, of course, is a Stillwater pony. Randall for Owatonna underneath. Out. Indian ball.
Big series for Owatonna because if they don't score, then Stillwater could potentially go up 5.
Randall inside Holland, outside left Iserman off the rim. And off to the irons of Jim Grotehouse of Stillwater. Tom Thompson barks the signal. Here's Grotehouse for Stillwater. Leading by 3. 3:41 to play. First AA semi of the day. Thompson in and out. Merce now. Spins it for Danielson. Guarded by Mike Mill. And it's Owatonna's ball.
Settle down, are the words of Dwayne Muchler.
Owatonna wants to get another timeout. Talking about the half-court offense.
So Len Olson uses his second timeout with 3.5 to go. And a break in the action. It is Stillwater 41 and Owatonna 38.
Action, St. Paul Civic Center. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this.
Stillwater whooping it up, and there's a little more sedate side there. The blue of Owatonna. The blue and gray trail by 3 as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the final quarter.
3:23 to go. Here are the Owatonna Indians. Iserman driving in, dumps it off. Colander, block coming in.
Another foul on Koenig. He hasn't liked the last 2 fouls called against him.
That's his third now.
Well, Koenig thought he got a clean block here, but there aren't many people that can block 6'8" center shot. You can really tell on the replay there whether he got all ball or not. But for Len Olson, this is exactly what they wanted. They wanted either a shot at a basket or certainly free throws will be taken.
Colander's got a smooth stroke for a 6'8" man. He needs to get this one too.
He is 3 for 3 at the free throw line today. This will bring him within 1 if he cans it. 41-40 Stillwater. 3:15 to go. At least in regulation time. Thompson jumped by Randall that time, and a foul on Mark Randall of Owatonna.
No harm really for Randall. He did have the ball. He made a clean swipe with the ball, but then right here there was no whistle here. It was just when he went through and hit him with the shoulder after he had knocked the ball loose. That's when the foul came, and it's just a second team foul, so there's no shot. Good gamble by Randall.
Steve Marsh for Stillwater. Back right into Iserman.
Good thing he didn't put it back down. It would have been a carry.
Stillwater's ball. The Ponies came out of a loaded Region 4 AA field this year. Mounds View, the North Suburban champ, Blaine, the Twin Cities Suburban champ. Both got surprised in the region. Blaine the last couple of years particularly. Now Merce puts it up.
Put it up over Colander.
Put the pressure on Owatonna to score this time down.
Clock running out in the fourth quarter. The Owatonna Indians mark Randall right up the gut and off the rim underneath Colander.
Fouled by Koenig again.
By Scott Koenig, and Koenig now has 4.
He's had 3 in the second half.
Randall created an opening when Thompson went for the steal, got in there, missed it. Colander control. There's Koenig coming over at the top. They've got him for 5 here.
He's played a solid floor game today, though.
He's disappointed, naturally. Dwayne Mutzler now talking with his assistants on the Stillwater bench, trying to decide who to bring here. And it is going to be Rutger back.
They'll put Rutger back. We had him for 4.
Grodow stays in the game. They want to have the ball control people in there. So Grodow, Merce, and Thompson in a virtual 3-guard offense.
So Koenig is fouled out with 13 points, and Stillwater will take time out. So it goes right to the wire with 2:31 to go. Stillwater by 3.
Again, Thompson went out for the steal. Randall got in the lane, missed it. Colander with a nice tip control, and Koenig and Danielson wrap him up. They ruled that Koenig came over his shoulder to do it, and Colander now with a, and I don't think I'm overworking the word crucial, 1-and-1.
Trailing by 3 points. Chad Colander at the free throw line. 4 for 4, 5 for 5.
Boy, he looks steady up there. You can see him in his individual free throw routine that most of us basketball players have, and you can see him taking a deep breath. And it's always a good thing to do to relax yourself.
Did not get the second one, and it's still a 2-point Stillwater lead. Tom Thompson brings the Ponies back down with 2:21 to play. Here's Mert.
In Owatonna with just 2 team fouls. Randall gambling a little bit. They can do that.
First on the right side for Thompson. Clock running down. Now 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Gambling that time and coming up short. Mike Iserman of Owatonna.
Now you want to keep your gambles to a chance when you really have to steal the times when you really have a chance to steal the ball. That time Iserman really had to go all the way around somebody and didn't have a clean shot.
1:59. Certainly there is time for Owatonna. They come out in their denial defense, trying to come up with a steal.
And again, Iserman reaches in and pops the ball.
Fouls on the Indians, number 32, Mike Iserman. Second, first to 14 fouls.
Reaching.
They go across the body and grab like that.
In for Marsh again. Pressure at the timeline. Randall is out. Thompson comes in. Marsh on the point, watched by Iserman.
Pressure out front is very, very important.
Rutger, deep left baseline. Danielson, no.
Colander.
Mike Mill and blocked by Colander. Again, Colander and Mill working well deep. Colander with a block and Mill with the ball, and as they come to center court, timeout is called by Owatonna. 1:23 to go. Stillwater leading by 2.
You got to. It's great to watch Colander and Danielson battle down low and all the big men, but that guard battle between Thompson and Randall is fun too, because I have a feeling that one of them's going to get a key steal on the other one before we're through here. 1:23 to play. There's the Hawaiian section of the Stillwater Rooters, and also known as the band. That motif, in case you missed the story, is in honor of Coach Dwayne Mutzler, who made reservations to go to Hawaii on vacation, thinking that his team just wasn't the caliber that was going to get to the state tournament.
Surprise, Dwayne.
He was scheduled to leave today, apparently. He said, if you want to go to the state tournament, you want to get your team down here, just schedule a trip for Hawaii. It worked.
Reminding his team that they have 5 team fouls against, so don't foul now. He said we're in the bonus. Owatonna's next foul will be its fifth, but a minute 23 to go. Owatonna trails by 2. Randall on the left side, that might kill for Owatonna. Watched by Rutger, up high for Holland. Here's Randall.
Important for Owatonna not to force anything too quickly here.
And a foul inside on Stillwater's Jim Grotehouse.
That's what happens, if you've got a lot of football players on your team. any kind of contact is okay by them. That's what's a little bump.
Pass on the Ponies, number 34.
Grotehouse trying to get in ahead of Holland. They ruled that he cut his path off there, shoved him a little bit, and Holland now with that crucial 1-and-1.
Matt Holland doing something that's really a smart thing to do is staying off the free throw line and waiting until just before it's time to get the basketball handed to you. So many shooters go immediately to the free throw line, and then they end up standing there and thinking and waiting and looking at the basket. But he does a nice thing by staying out of the circle, and then when the official's ready to give him the ball, there he steps right in for his shot.
Take a look at his concentration. This is the first time he's been to the line today. Yeah, 2 big ones for Matt Holland, and that ties this baby up with 1:07 to go. Stillwater now with the ball. Rutger, high for Grotehouse. Holland now up high, watching it. Hirsch, Rutger. Danielson now for Stillwater, and here's Grotehouse. Driving the lane, trying to double it under, and Colander got it. Chad Colander with a steal.
Another big play for the junior.
And at the center line, a foul as Todd Thompson trying to get in there and break it up.
Wayne Mushler did not want to foul on that play. He said, "Why did you foul?" He's saying, "You got to think." That stops the clock at 36 seconds.
Let's look at Thompson trying to check Colander, and he grabbed in there and got a hold of the arm. And a timeout on the floor, so Colander will have to be thinking about it a little bit. 36 seconds to play in a tie game, 1-and-1 coming. Here's Colander on the other end. Grotehouse drives, looks for Danielson, but the long arm of number 52 intercepts.
Here we go right to it. These teams not any strangers to close games. The Indians had to hold off Rochester Mayo 55-50 in the 1AA final down at Mayo Auditorium. Rochester, Jack Colander had 12 points in that one, or 21 points, I'm sorry, in that one.
Now that blue rooting section over there has been a little bit tame as the fourth quarter has progressed. We'll listen to Dwayne Mutzler now and see what the plans are for the possession.
Good shot, look for Jack. Hold on to that 3-point line. Good shot. Don't force it. Don't force it out.
I missed the part about 3-point. Look for Darren, he said, but does that, he said something about the 3-point circle. I'm not sure if he said take the 3-pointer if it's there as well or not.
30.
Well, a lot will depend on what Colander can do from the foul line.
So here's Chad Colander.
And if you're Len Olson, you certainly would, if you could, pick Colander to be your shooter in this situation.
Colander is 5 for 6 at the free throw line.
Second one could be just as important. It means Stillwater would have to get a 3-pointer to take the lead.
36 seconds to go. Colander pops a pair. 45-43 Owatonna. 30 seconds to go. Stillwater with the basketball. Rutger, Danielson. Grotehouse. Again, Koenig has fouled out and is sweating this one out on the bench. Thompson for Stillwater with 15 seconds to go. Rutger, Tom Thompson. No, it was short. And the foul underneath. Stops the clock with 10 seconds left to go. And the Owatonna Indians leading by 2. Go to the line.
Well, Randall did a good job getting up in Thompson's face, forcing him to take a bad shot there. And now Colander can put away. Important that Owatonna not get too excited, because if he misses a one-on-one, why Stillwater still very much in it.
The foul was on Jason Rutger, his second. And the blue and white Owatonna section up and at it.
I don't know if I can take exciting games like this all day and all night. I'll be all worn out. My gosh, it's been a good one.
We've had some good ones last week and this week. This one is by no means over. Key free throw situation coming up for Owatonna.
Well, you can't say enough about Chad Colander and his effort today. He certainly has made a lot of big plays and came through in the regional final with 21 points, 21 rebounds, and 10 blocks. I mean, when it's crunch time, you can go to Chad Colander and know that he's going to come through.
He had 28 points in the quarterfinal, 72-50 over Apple Valley. In that game, Owatonna piled up a 48-28 margin in the second half. So here at the free throw line, Chad Colander. If he misses, keeps the Ponies alive. If he hits them, that may write the story. 10 seconds to go. Owatonna 45, Stillwater 43. Owatonna's Chad Colander at the free throw line. And the rebound comes to Stillwater's Tom Thompson. 7 seconds. The timeout is called as he comes down.
Stillwater takes timeout.
Well, three-pointer now sends the Big Red into delirium. And, you know, sometimes when there's so few seconds left, why the three-pointer is the best shot. It's really as good a look as you can get. 7 seconds isn't enough time to really develop a pass to the wing and a pass to the low post if Owatonna is playing good defense, which they have all day. So now you got a lot of three-point candidates. You got Danielson, who's not hesitant to put it up, Tom Thompson, and they have Groothouse and Mersch in there as well, and it'll be a tense final 7 seconds.
I would probably go with Danielson, ideally. See if you could run him perhaps up off some kind of a screen just to free him up.
Expect Owatonna to pressure them from the pass in will be in the middle of the backcourt, and I don't think they want them to just zip it up. And
obviously, they don't want to foul either, though, and Owatonna really hasn't put any kind of pressure.
Jimmy, you take it up, and Tommy, it looks like they are going to go to Thompson. A nervous 7 seconds. See how Owatonna plays defense. If they want to prevent a three-point attempt.
Here we go. 7 seconds left. Stillwater down by 2. Tom Thompson runs it down. Clock firing. Danielson. Oh, at the buzzer. And the Owatonna Indians are in the championship game in their first trip to state since 1924. They will play in the AA title game tomorrow night in a game that literally went right to the last second, the last shot. The gunner of the Ponies, Darren Danielson, their best percentage shooter, got the shot.
Well, credit the defense for Owatonna on that play. Danielson was way out there. That would have been a miracle shot. Thompson did the right thing. He carried the ball up. They screened for Danielson, but Colander came out, and it is just hard to get it up over that 6'8". With anything on it from that distance.
The Owatonna Indians have now extended their winning streak to 23 games as they win the AA semifinal over the Stillwater Ponies, 45-43. Let's take a look at this game's most valuable player. This is a tough choice because we had some good performances, but we elected Owatonna's Matt Holland. As you see that determined look on his face, our player of the game, brought to you by the Minnesota Dairy Promotion Council, American Dairy Association. Matt Holland of Owatonna will receive a handsome certificate, and Owatonna High School will also receive a donation to the school's athletic fund on behalf of Minnesota's dairy farmers. He's a nice ball player.
Yeah, he had the crucial one-on-one that tied the game. Colander had the one-on-one that won it, and he played very well again today, too. But Holland had some critical buckets there in the fourth quarter and had the 2 big free throws that got the Owatonna club even again. And they were able to win it on those free throws by Colander with 36 seconds to play.
Holland will not be their leading scorer. That'll be Colander with 19, but Holland had 16. And you've got to appreciate the fact that a guy who comes to play at both ends play the entire ball game, although they have a very nice ball club all the way through. We've talked about it. They have some depth, but mostly it's those starters that have to carry the load, and they certainly have.
They get the front line scoring from Holland and Colander, as we said, and Iserman didn't have a good ball game, frankly. He didn't get into the scoring column, but when the outside game isn't there, it's that much more credit to the big guys when they can make their game work, even though the guards aren't helping him much with the point production.
Well, into the final game tomorrow for the Owatonna Indians. What a story for those of you who may have been weathered in down in the Owatonna area, who've been following the Indians since 1924. They've been trying to get back here. It's been a tough region to get out of, and they haven't been able to do it for the last several decades.
Stillwater fans, too, may have been watching this one a little bit disappointed now, but they had trouble getting, they canceled the buses to the game, evidently, because of the bad weather down there along the St. Croix. And it was a good game to watch, a tough one to lose if you were on the short end.
So the Owatonna Pep Band and company pack it up. As I mentioned, Colander with 19, Holland with 16 for Owatonna unofficially. And the dual point scoring leaders for the Stillwater Ponies, Koenig, who fouled out late in the game with 13. Darren Danielson also had 13. They got the shot to Danielson. They wanted to spring him free. He was the guy who was going to pot him probably if anybody could. They got the shot they wanted late going, but couldn't get it. And so the Owatonna Indians advance to the championships, defeating the Stillwater Ponies 45-43. And we'll be right back from the 1989 Minnesota High School Boys Basketball Tournament.
It's that last free throw, but I think the fans need to look at the other end of the court. And as Stillwater drove to the basket, Colander not only blocked the shot, but it ended up in his hands. He cleared himself, and they fouled him. So outstanding effort by a super young man.
It sure was. And the Owatonna fans got into it at the end and helped pull you through. Congratulations, you're in the championship game.
Well, thank you. And I think we have to give a lot of credit to Matt Holland, our captain this year. He's been a 3-year starter, and he's just done everything on the floor and off the floor. He's really helped us out. We know we have a sophomore point guard, but Matt Holland's always right there patting him on the back and giving him all the encouragement that we need.
Well, it was a team effort today, Coach, and that's what it's going to take tomorrow in the championship game. Again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Janet.
Okay, let's go back to Perry.
Thank you, Janet. Congratulations to Owatonna. They had a battle from Stillwater today. The Ponies, though, just did not have the horses. They fell by 2, 45-43, in their first Class AA semifinal from the 1989 Minnesota Boys Basketball Tournament.